e-TRB, Electronic Training Record Book, Mobile App Guide. What is e-TRB? The e-TRB stands for Electronic Training Record Book. It is designed for educational institutions to oversee students participating in onboard training. e-TRB consists of two apps, a web app and a mobile app. The mobile app is intended to be used by cadets and officers on board, while the web app includes features that are meant for system administrators. As far as the daily records updating are concerned, the two applications work in sync. The only requirement for synchronization is that the mobile app gets connected to the internet. Features of e-TRB. It has user authentications such as facial recognition for Android devices, Face ID for iOS devices, and OTP for web. Have online and offline updating functionality, with real-time tracking of TRB progress, auto-synchronization of data between mobile app and web app, with printable e-TRB including records of assessments, timestamps, and electronic signatures, and lastly, with notification, announcement, chats, and alerts. How to get started. Step 1. Navigate to and locate the e-TRB on the App Store by searching with the keyword e-TRB. Step 2. Open App Store or Google Play. Search e-TRB and then download and install. Step 3. Open e-TRB and input your username, password, and use MAAP as code. Once your app is ready, always remember these 3 steps. Step 1. Add your C-Service record. Step 2. Add your responsible officer's onboard record. Step 3. Update and complete your personal information. Navigating the e-TRB app. On the e-TRB's home screen, you will see the following details: Cadet's profile photo, Cadet's basic information, summary of days on board, number of watchkeeping, days to go, and tasks completion percentage, alongside with notification areas, links to other forms, C-Service records, and tasks completion per function. Remember the 3 steps mentioned earlier? Those 3 steps are already on the home screen, set up in order. Let's start with Step 1. Add C-Service record. Press the No C-Service Record Found red box to open the form. Fill the form and input the necessary information. Fields with asterisk means required. Moving on to Step 2, adding responsible officer record. Press the No Responsible Officer Record Found red box to open the form. Fill the form and input the necessary information. Fields with asterisks means required. Moving on to Step 3. Update your personal information. Press the picture icon to open another form. Press the camera icon. Choose your source, either camera, or browse your photo. To update other personal records, scroll down and press Update button. Fill up the necessary information. Once done, press Save. Once the 3 steps are done, continue to the other sections of the e-TRB. The Definition of Terms screen displays key terms used throughout the e-TRB platform. It serves as your guide to understand what each term refers to and its meaning. The Onboard Training Requirements screen serves as your guide for the onboard training program. It outlines how to complete your Electronic Training Record Book, or e-TRB, and provides guidance for your assigned shipboard training officer on how to support you throughout the e-TRB completion process. The Cadets Particulars section has already been completed in Step 3. However, if you need to update your personal information or photo, simply repeat the steps you followed earlier. Please note that your last name, first name, and middle name fields are not editable. If there is an error in the spelling of your name, please contact your system administrator or the designated school administrator in charge of the e-TRB. Only they have the authority to make changes to your name. This section was already completed in Step 1. However, if you are assigned to a new contract or vessel, you must click Add New Record in this section. This step is crucial, as it allows the system to automatically tag each task with the corresponding vessel where it was performed. Note, for every new vessel assignment, make sure to add a new record here. It is also advisable to update and close your previous sea service record by entering a sign-off date. The Ship's Particulars section provides information about the vessel where the cadet is undergoing onboard training. While this section is not directly linked to the sea service records, it is important to remember that every time you add a record in the Sea Service section, you must also add a corresponding entry in the ship's particulars. Ensure that the vessel selected in both sections is the same. The cadet must upload at least one copy of the latest crew list with the ship's stamp per month, for a total of 12 uploads throughout the duration of the onboard training. While the minimum requirement is 12, you may upload more than one record per month if there are any changes in the crew list. Each time a crew change occurs, a new record should be added in this section. The Chief Engineer's or Master's Monthly Inspection section is where you can view all your Chief Engineer's or Master's review regarding your e-TRB. It is advisable that you remind your Chief Engineer or Master each month to at least make an inspection or review your e-TRB once a month. This part is for viewing only. Note: the availability of the Chief Engineer's or Master's monthly inspection form depends on the cadet's department. This section is available for both cadets under Deck and Engine Department. You can view here all reviews regarding your e-TRB done by your OTS. This part is for viewing only. This section displays by default all records of basic safety trainings and other trainings wherein you are allowed to update it by clicking the edit icon. Aside from the default list of training records, you have also an option to add new other training by clicking the Add New Other Training. All your added training records will fall under Record of Other Training table. This section is divided into 4 parts, depends on which department you belong. For Deck Cadets, Onboard Safety Familiarization, Onboard Security Familiarization, Onboard Equipment Familiarization, Bridge Equipment Familiarization. For Engine Cadets, Onboard Safety Familiarization, Onboard Security Familiarization, Engine Room Equipment and Deck Machinery Familiarization, Onboard Equipment Familiarization. This section is divided into 3 parts: Onboard Drills and Training Program, Onboard Emergency Alarm Signals, and Duties and Responsibilities during Emergency. Onboard Drills and Training Program section is where the cadet must add records of onboard drills and training activities, along with the corresponding objective evidence as attachments. Onboard Emergency Alarm Signals section displays the alarm signals that the cadet should be familiar with. Each alarm signal must be acknowledged and signed by the assigned shipboard training officer or STO. Duties and Responsibilities during Emergency section is where the cadet must record their assigned responsibilities during emergency situations. Safe Working Practices section displays the tasks the cadet should be familiar with in terms of vessel's Safety Management System, or SMS. Each item must be acknowledged and signed by the cadet's assigned shipboard training officer, or STO. Collision Regulations, or COLREGNAs section is available for deck cadets only. Each rule must be acknowledged and signed by the assigned shipboard training officer to confirm that the cadet has a full understanding of the collision regulations. This section provides a summary or overview of all the tasks that the cadet needs to complete. Each code represents a specific task, and the presence of a date beside it indicates that the task has already been completed. The Onboard Training Tasks and Practices section contains the operational tasks, OT, and C projects, SP, that the cadet must complete. To update a specific task, select the corresponding competence, and you will be redirected to the list of tasks. The task form includes 2 buttons. Save. Use this if you are not yet ready to submit the task for approval. This allows you to update it later. Submit. Use this when the task is complete and ready for review. Once submitted, it will be available in your STO's list of tasks for approval. Note: by clicking the Not Applicable checkbox means that this task is not applicable to the cadet's current vessel. Each task may display one of the following statuses. Submitted. The task has been submitted and is awaiting approval by your STO. Completed. The task has been reviewed, signed, and approved by your STO. Completed NA. You have declared the task as not applicable, and it has been signed and approved by your STO. For improvement, revision. Your submitted task requires revision. You need to update it and resubmit for approval. For submission, the task has been saved but not yet submitted for review. If none of the above statuses are shown, it means you have not started or interacted with the task yet. In Record of Steering section, the deck cadet should be taught how to properly carry out helm orders and steer the ship at sea. Trainings for steering should be given in a variety of situations, e.g. by day, by night, anchoring, entering and leaving port. The deck cadet shall perform steering in accordance with the following hours. Steering by day, minimum of 10 hours. Steering by night, minimum of 10 hours. Steering during anchoring, entering port, or leaving port, minimum of 5 hours. Steering by sight, without aid of a compass, minimum of 5 hours. Cadets are required to submit Accomplished Daily Journal of Watchkeeping Duties, DJWD, with a minimum duration of 4 hours per entry for at least 183 days, reflecting their performance of watchkeeping duties during onboard training, OBT. Note: this section contains specific fields depending on the cadet's department. A daily journal entry with less than 4 total hours will not be counted toward the required number of DJWD records. This section displays the project works that the cadet is required to complete. To update, select a specific task in project work, fill the form, and add attachment as objective evidence. Same with task updating, you have an option to save it first or click the Submit button for approval. Each task may display one of the following statuses. Submitted. The project work task has been submitted and is awaiting approval by your STO. Completed. The project work task has been reviewed, signed, and approved by your STO. Completed NA. You have declared the project work task as not applicable, and it has been signed and approved by your STO. For improvement revision, your submitted project work task requires revision. You need to update it and resubmit for approval. For submission, the project work task has been saved but not yet submitted for review. If none of the above statuses are shown, it means you have not started or interacted with the task yet. This is where the cadet must save the details of the officers assigned to them, including the Onboard Training Supervisor, OTS, Shipboard Training Officer, STO, and the Master and/or Chief Engineer. This section is essential as it defines who is authorized to sign the cadet's records for approval and conduct monthly inspections. It corresponds to Step 2 in the 3-step setup process. Failing to update this section correctly may result in the 4-digit PIN not working. Note: if the cadet is assigned to a new vessel, always remember to add a new sea service record first, followed by the responsible officers. If the cadet remains on the same vessel but has a new STO, Master, or Chief Engineer, add a new record in this section instead of updating the existing one. The cadet should guide their STO on how and where to sign submitted tasks, project works, and other records that require approval. Numbers appear on the left side of the items means there are records that are subject for approval, needed to be signed, and need to add a review for monthly inspection. 1. Click OT and Task for approval. This will open a list of all tasks submitted by the cadet. 2. Select a specific task to view its full details. At the bottom of the screen, you will find a Remarks field for feedback or suggestions, a digital signature pad for officer's signature, the following action buttons. Back. Return to the task list without taking any action. For improvement, use this if the task needs revision. Remarks are required. Approve this task. Use this if the task is complete and satisfactory. Digital signature is required. 3. After selecting an action, a pop-up will appear prompting you to enter your 4-digit PIN. Enter PIN and tap Submit to confirm the action. Note: if number is not 0, it is clickable. 1. Click Competence Demonstrated for approval. This will open a list of all competence that are available to the cadet. 2. Select a specific competence to view its full details. At the bottom of the screen, you will find a digital signature pad for officer's signature, the following action buttons. Approve button. Use this if the record is complete and satisfactory. Digital signature is required. 3. After selecting an action, a pop-up will appear, prompting you to enter your 4-digit PIN. Enter PIN and tap Submit to confirm the action. Note: if number is not 0, it is clickable. 1. Click Ship Particulars for approval. This will open a list of all ship particular records submitted by the cadet for approval. 2. Select a specific competence to view its full details. At the bottom of the screen, you will find a Remarks field for feedback or suggestions, a digital signature pad for officer's signature, the following action buttons. Back. Return to the task list without taking any action. Revise. Use this if the task needs revision. Remarks are required. Approve button. Use this if the task is complete and satisfactory. Digital signature is required. 3. After selecting an action, a pop-up will appear prompting you to enter your 4-digit PIN. Enter PIN and tap Submit to confirm the action. Note: if number is not 0, it is clickable. 1. Click Duties and Responsibilities for approval. This will open a list of all records submitted by the cadet for approval. 2. Select a specific record to view its full details. At the bottom of the screen, you will find a Remarks field for feedback or suggestions, a digital signature pad for officer's signature, the following action buttons. Back. Return to the task list without taking any action. Revise. Use this if the task needs revision. Remarks are required. Approve button. Use this if the task is complete and satisfactory. Digital signature is required. 3. After selecting an action, a pop-up will appear prompting you to enter your 4-digit PIN. Enter PIN and tap Submit to confirm the action. Note: if number is not 0, it is clickable. 1. Click Daily Journal of Bridge, Engine Room Watchkeeping. This will open a list of all records submitted by the cadet for approval. 2. Select a specific record to view its full details. At the bottom of the screen, you will find a Remarks field for feedback or suggestions, a digital signature pad for officer's signature, the following action buttons. Back. Return to the task list without taking any action. Revise. Use this if the task needs revision. Remarks are required. Approve button. Use this if the task is complete and satisfactory. Digital signature is required. 3. After selecting an action, a pop-up will appear prompting you to enter your 4-digit PIN. Enter PIN and tap Submit to confirm the action. Note: if number is not 00, it is clickable. 1. Click Project Works for approval. This will open a list of all records submitted by the cadet for approval. 2. Select a specific record to view its full details. At the bottom of the screen, you will find a Remarks field for feedback or suggestions, a digital signature pad for officer's signature, the following action buttons. Back. Return to the task list without taking any action. Revise. Use this if the task needs revision. Remarks are required. Approve button. Use this if the task is complete and satisfactory. Digital signature is required. 3. After selecting an action, a pop-up will appear prompting you to enter your 4-digit PIN. Enter PIN and tap Submit to confirm the action. Note: if number is not 00, it is clickable. Aside from tasks and records submitted by the cadet for approval, there are also records that require signing only. The STO can simply open the form, where a table of items will be displayed. For each item, the STO must select either Approve or Not Applicable. 1. After completing the selections, 2. Provide a digital signature at the bottom of the form. 3. Click Approve. 4. A pop-up will appear prompting you to enter your 4-digit PIN. 5. Enter the PIN and tap Submit to confirm the action. To create a monthly inspection, click the Monthly Inspection of the TRB by Master, Deck Cadet, Chief Engineer, Engine Cadet. If there is a number 1, it means there is no review record done for the current month. Upon clicking, you will be redirected to a form where the Master or Chief Engineer can enter their monthly review. Once the review is completed, 1. Provide a digital signature. 2. Click Submit to save and finalize the inspection record. Tasks that are completed and/or approved are monitored in real time. You can view the progress on the e-TRB home screen, including the completion percentage, number of pending and remaining tasks, as well as your watchkeeping days and total days on board. Points to remember. Here are some important points to remember in case you encounter any of these situations. No registered cadet found? Double-check your username and password. You may have misspelled them. If the issue persists, please contact your system administrator for assistance. No Face ID on your iPad or iPhone? The app requires a security or login authentication method. It will first check for Face ID, but if unavailable, it will use any other available security feature on the device, such as fingerprint, Touch ID, or passcode. Note: on Android devices, the only supported authentication method is facial recognition. The total number of tasks and project works will depend on the type of vessel selected by the cadet in the sea service records. For example, if the cadet selects a vessel classified as a chemical tanker, additional tasks specific to that vessel type will be included. A new vessel assignment requires you to create a new sea service record, officer assignment, and ship's particulars in that order. Always remember, whenever you transfer to a new vessel, add new entries in each of these sections to keep your e-TRB up to date and to ensure smooth task approvals by your assigned officers on board. Your vessel is not on the list? No worries! Just reach out to your system administrator. They're the only one who can add a new vessel to the list. Once they confirm that it has been added, simply open your app and check if your vessel now appears. STO's 4-digit PIN not working? Check your officer assignment records. Make sure you have added your currently assigned shipboard training officer, STO, as well as your current master or chief engineer. Failed to sync e-TRB content online. While we strive to avoid this issue, it's important to regularly connect your device to the internet to ensure it can reach the web server. Currently, offline backup is not supported. This is due to platform security limitations on both Apple and Android devices. Rest assured, once your device detects an internet connection, it will automatically resume syncing. Have any more concerns or feedback? Contact us through the following emails: info@e-cadet.com or tech.support@e-cadet.com.